Guess there are big biomes.
See here. Alright, everybody get up to that door, and we'll go ahead and get this thing opened.
Yeah.
Before they go in, Xena wants to look at the Elvis impersonator. She's just gonna smile at him. She's gonna say, "So I just want you to know, if you double cross us in here, I'm gonna break your knees and all of their knees, and I'm gonna make you watch, and then I'm gonna break all of your throats."
Damn.
He'll kind of
Come around
take
the
it back
corner.
for just a second and be like, you're a hot little tamale, ain't you?
No idea. She glances at the door.
Pop
She just
collar
broke
at her a
open.
little bit.
I'll come around the corner out of stealth because I guess they didn't know I was there and hear that, and I'm like, "Damn, girl, chill."
Damn, girl.
I thought it's good for everyone to know where we stand. That's all.
It's also good for you to know that we have more allies out of sight. So, I would think twice.
Alright, with the garage door now popped open. Bang. The loading floor is exposed to you.
Oh damn! This place.
Now you see all kinds of things in here. There's what appears to be aerospace engines. There's power cells. There's drums full of various chemicals. Crates upon crates. What look like to be some kind of like military-grade missiles. Almost. There's armaments. There's pharmaceuticals. There seems to be a little bit of everything in here.
What is this fucking the Costco of armaments?
Seems like it.
All right, Archer, shut up. I think that Mateo will clock the 2 rooms. I think they're separate rooms anyway, to the south, and say we should check those out just to make sure we're alone, and then we could search for our respective goods.
Is there anywhere for me to jack in?
Yeah.
Okay. Answer those questions in order. Yeah, you talking about these 2 rooms down in this corner, Mateo?
Yeah.
All right. These are what looks like a sidewalk right here. That is a catwalk up on the 2nd floor.
Oh, I see.
These are the staircases that lead up to it.
Cool.
Oh, those rooms
I
at the
will
top.
take that, but I'll ask somebody to tag along to have my 6 just in case.
I will go with you, in case there's close quarters combat up here.
Bakaneko, you see. See, where would I have it? There's one in this room up here, up on the top where Mateo and Xena are going.
Okay, I'll follow them.
There's another one here by the door.
Ooh, no, the one that's by the door. Is that the closest one?
Yeah, it's the closest one.
Yeah.
You're picking up a little something from this area right here too.
All right, I definitely want to go hit the door one first. I'll let Mateo and Xena know and be like, "Hey, wait up for me. I'm gonna hit this one first."
I'm also going to make a point to keep an eye on these dudes and make sure that they don't start just looting shit and fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Do we have comms with Tetsukage?
Yeah, you're on open comms with them.
Once we start getting up the stairs where they can't necessarily see Xena's mouth move and they're kind of sort of far enough away from him, Xena will say, Tetsukage, or I'm going to call you TT because I can't say that. Could you keep an eye on our guest here, please? Keep an eye on Craven Bakaneko down there for me.
TT, love it.
Hate that.
I'll do what I
imagine
can.
he hates
I'll do what I can. Keep an eye out for any kind of biotechnical equipment.
10-4.
If you see anything.
Noted.
All right, Bakaneko, if you want to get into that architecture, go ahead and give me an interface check.
All right. Let me find it. Hold on. I backed out.
Coming around, you
There it
find 2 separate doors, Mateo. Right here. No, 3 doors. Right here, and then right here.
3 doors down. I got a
It all comes back.
14 on my interface.
Okay, with a 14, you find that this seems to be like some kind of time punch system, kind of like Square or Toast or whatever.
Oh.
And you find that nobody's been physically clocked into this facility in about 6 months.
Okay. Are there any security systems in place that I can see on this this one particular?
On that one, no.
Okay.
It seems like there is a ping for another one, but it's on the very other end of the warehouse.
Okay.
So there's the one you're at, this one up here, potentially something down here, but I think this might be the server, and then the one on the other side of the warehouse.
I think I'll follow you, Mateo, to the next one. See what it's got going.
Yeah. In fact, I might even say I see some more rooms at the other end, but let's not spread out too far yet.
Wait, where's the other server thing?
So the server we think is here, or we suspect may be here. She got a ping from right
Yes.
here. The other point is up
Okay.
here in this room. When she changes
Gotcha.
positions to come up top, Xena's gonna stop it right here at the top of this walkway, sorry, to look out over so she can see them and Crave.
I was gonna say maybe walk down the catwalk to the east, and
Here?
keep an eye on them as they make their way through. You can probably also get a good vantage point, see if you can spot the server or whatever.
Xena will look, but she's mostly keeping an eye on Crave and the other guys here.
Yeah, Mateo will check this first door.
I'm gonna move you, Burb. Oh, I can't. Sad.
Yeah, it's not letting me move me, so...
I'm
Try to
just
drop
waiting
your
on you.
token again. I think I pulled that down when I was setting
Oh, probably.
R up. That might be
I
why.
don't feel comfortable leaving you alone, so I'm just waiting on you to move, and I'm gonna follow close to you.
Drop one.
Good.
Well, she's gonna be coming up with where I'm at,
That's okay.
so she won't
Well-
necessarily be alone.
So we have to go through that to get to this
Hold on,
area.
why is it not letting me?
Yeah, that's
We
like a
have to go to
catwalk.
we have to go to the staircase here, yeah, to get
All
up.
this is like the
Okay.
second story.
Why is it not letting me
All right.
drop?
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, but it won't let me drag that one.
So are you dragging?
Are
Are you grabbing the
There we
name
go.
and not the token? Yeah,
No,
Oh,
it was
wait,
like
other way.
highlighted for some reason, and so it wouldn't let me.
I gotcha.
It was weird.
We're listening to Sims, Stims, and Kims. Oh my, which I think is very fitting for this scene.
All right. This room seems to be a bathroom.
Yeah, I'll just, if it seems unoccupied, I'll just check the next one and keep going. Are any of the stalls closed?
No.
Okay, yeah. Next room.
Next room is a storage closet.
Noted. Just like U-line supplies or like...
Yeah, just standard, like mops, toilet papers.
I gotcha. Okay. I'll check the next one.
Next one is a men's room, it appears to be. No, this is the women's room. The other one is the men's room with the urinals.
Again, any stalls closed off or anything?
Doesn't seem like it.
I'll keep an eye on Bakaneko while she jacks in, and then I'll make a nod to Crave and Xena that we could either check the rooms on the far end, or we can start sorting through all this shit and seeing if we can find what we're looking for.
Does Xena see anything that looks like the server from where she is? And honestly, I think maybe Crave should be making this check
She can't see a server
from where she is.
not from where she is. There just seems to be inventory laying
That's
out on the
alright.
A lot of shit.
I would definitely start moving the other way down the catwalk as long as I trust that you have that entryway covered. And I've been standing, I haven't been watching you. I've crossed my arms to sort of watch the other guys start to pillage through the place, keeping an eye on them, making sure nothing crazy's happening. But I'll start moving this general direction and assume that if anything bad happens, I'll hear you.
Should I
Alright.
make another interface if I found the plug up here?
The plug would be in this room.
Okay. So, dig around for that plug.
What you do find, I'm not going to make you roll for it, but this one just seems to be like a personal computer of some kind. It's like a communal, and what appears to be a very dusty, unused break room.
Oh yeah, that's where the good shit is. Usually.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
There's a couple vending machines here. There's a little bit of a kitchenette.
Yeah. All right. Another interface roll though.
No, you don't gotta do an interface roll.
Oh, okay.
Nothing of consequence down here.
Okay. I do want to. We kind of walked by it earlier. I guess we should check that then. I want to see what that ping was in this junk. Before we go to the other side of the warehouse. 'Cause either that's our goodies or it's something worth knowing about.
When you get down here, there's a very low electrical hum. You kind of follows behind you a little bit. I only said this because I found this on the map that I found, and I thought it was really funny. You find a DDR machine.
Hell yeah.
Incense Revolution.
Fucking Echo is gonna take a minute to see if she can hook it
so
up,
funny.
get it working again.
What, girl? What are you doing? What is this?
It readily turns on, by the way.
Oh,
We
hell
have
yeah.
priorities. Quick, give me a bucket.
Listen,
I can
I've
do a quick
jacked into
round.
two holes. I've jacked into 2 holes already. I deserve a break.
Yeah.
In dexterity, there is a dance skill if you want to make a roll.
Yes.
Barb, I will 100% DDR you right now.
Make opposing rolls.
14.
Let's see. You said dance.
Yes, in dexterity.
I got a 7. I trip
Ah.
on like my baggy pants while I'm dancing.
Surprisingly, it doesn't seem like he's got it in him, but Mateo crushes your DDR score.
It's been a while, you know. I'm rusty.
The chains on his belt and his boots kind of jingle while he...
Yeah.
Okay, now I want to try. Craig.
We
It is, you know.
completely abandoned the mission for this 50-year-old arcade game.
I wanted to say no, but you must have said yes. I'll get down there.
Yeah. The good thing.
All
I'm
right,
good
you
at
two, and
dancing.
then
Yeah.
champ versus champ.
13.
Doing a dance.
Yeah.
I rolled a 13 as well.
Oh.
We're equally sucky.
Sudden death.
Yeah, they're getting pretty good, yeah.
Guess we gotta
No clear
roll these
winner.
again. I don't know.
I want to
Yeah.
fight whoever wins. I rolled the highest so far. So, oh wait, Nico, Gat, I want to fight you in this game.
Oh my
Dang,
god.
all right.
jumping from like button to button.
I'm actually gonna pull up his sheet. Let's get to Nico. All right, he's got 13.
Damn.
What?
Cat can dance.
I look down. I'm like,
15 this go round.
Jesus, the cat can dance as well as I can. It's incredible. Huh?
I can't lie to you. I'm a little embarrassed.
Good job, Mateo. You beat the cat too.
There's an achievement. Beat the cat.
Beat Buck and Echo at Dance Revolution. That's like one of those really specific hidden achievements.
Bump, 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 bump.
Love it. All right.
All right, that was fun.
That is honestly very cute little add-in. Love it. I see it now that you've said it too. The little plus sign, like dance steps. That's so funny.
Yeah, I was noticing that. I'm like, is that a computer? Then I zoomed in. I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm
That's so funny.
gonna zoom in on that for recording. That's hilarious.
Mateo's like, my great grandfather used to work on these all the time.
Yeah, I guess that's
All right.
Great. All right.
We should probably get to work. Those guys have been unattended for several. We've been playing DDR for at least 20 minutes at this point.
They don't seem to be up to anything super nefarious. As long as they actually, you say that and Xena looks a little troubled. Xena would like to go put her eyes on them. They're not like triggering security or on the phone with nobody or setting anything on fire or otherwise being sketchy, right?
There's 2 of them that are going through a couple boxes that they seem pretty excited about.
Nerds.
Mr. Alpha is in the middle of the lane. kind of perusing things. He's making some text messages on his phone. The third member is walking through, kind of looking at the security cameras, kind of checking them out.
Let's break off into pairs. Bakaneko, I imagine that you probably need to get to the other side to take care of those cameras, yeah?
I assume so.
Why don't somebody go with her, and then the other two can start perusing through the shit and see if we can find what we're looking for.
Is your bow?
I already went back up on the catwalk.
Is your bow long range, Bakaneko? Let's maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bakaneko, or we're both.
Is your
close
bow
range,
long
right?
range? What are you talking about?
I had to make sure. Let's put a short range and a long range together.
A short. Okay.
So it doesn't matter with you, but combination, in my opinion. Just.
I'll go with Bakaneko to the security, and then
Yep.
because it's down by the far right side. Is that correct?
If he's on the catwalk, Xena will stay. Oh man, she can't see very well if she stays under it. Xena will stay sort of right here.
Hmm.
That's
I'll just track you along the top and sort of like on the
But
comms.
this
Let's
is-
see Overwatch gonna Overwatch, you know.
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Why
man.
don't as you're walking down, can you check out maybe the lower rows, and we'll check out the higher rows? Because it looks like we're gonna have to cross the, you're gonna have to cross the warehouse to check stuff out. We're gonna have to cross it to get to what we're looking for. So we can try to scope out this place.
Right.
Where y'all going? Where y'all checking?
We're gonna walk across. Well, I guess we'll start with the top and here, and just work our way down and check each sort of pod.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna track along the catwalk, so anything that Xena gets into, I'm just gonna sort of like walk almost in step along.
You're gonna keep
Heard,
up with
heard.
me. I will move down some if you're gonna keep up with me. If they're going directly to that access point, then I understand that, right? There's one more y'all haven't been to.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
y'all
We're
going-
we're perusing on the way.
I was about to say, Xena wants to like dedicatedly search for the server at this point, knowing that they're going for that access point. She won't be good at it. Oh no, here we go.
Okay, so Xena, give me a perception. Mateo, give me a perception.
14.
Was it 14? You notice two more doors
Oh, shit.
up in the far corner up here.
Right
They're
corner,
both
left
upstairs. Bottom right.
corner? Thank you, sir.
They are upstairs like the last two rooms, but just on the other side.
Great.
Those
I guess
seem to
pray
be
for the
all-
catwalk and check
Those
those.
seem to be the only other two rooms.
Crave eyes
Um,
up. There are more rooms up on your level. I'm heading that way now.
Alrighty. I'm gonna, if he starts headed towards, or she starts headed towards the stairs, I'm just gonna see if I can peek my head in this and figure out what it is on the way by.
These are like power make suit loader. They're like power loader suits.
Like alien.
I whistle at
one.
Xena and do my finger like this.
All alien style. There was one on the floor unattended that you guys noticed. That would be the one missing. But
I think these externals are like your internals if you care to double up at some point. It could be fun later, I don't know.
That is sorely tempting, honestly.
I'm not
Um,
that chrome, sir. But I will take it into consideration. Xena looks.
It was a
very-
compliment.
over your communicator of like Tetsukage's voice will crackle and he's like, "Look, Frosty, we got company."
Oh,
Ooh.
what the fuck does that mean?
And you hear like the sound of a car pull up outside.
Oh, fuck.
Do we have an idea of which direction?
Over here, on the right side.
I wonder if that's their
On the
network.
right side.
I was about to say.
Maybe Mateo will say that to fucking Alpha fuckface. It sounds like we've got company. Is this your guy?
Adam will look up from his phone, and he's like, I was just about to tell you that, Hoss. Netrunner's
Sure you
here.
were.
He kind of looks up, and he's like, boys, Bucky's here.
Oh no.
You'll hear a couple, like, beeps from the keypad as the garage door will open on its own to reveal the Netrunner. As the door opens, you notice there is a beaver wearing a fanny pack.
Suddenly the cat doesn't seem so weird.
Bucky the beaver. Really?
Oh. Really?
Nico will perk up and he'll be, Boober! He's like, Nico, it has been years. And then they'll kind of start talking to each other in Russian.
Oh great.
Hmm.
Another Russian animal.
Good lord, a cat and a beaver have a conversation in a warehouse.
What is the deal with Russians specifically wanting to become animals? This just
It's
Lord.
the Soviet, because the Soviets do fucked up experiments, Joey. Come on, get with it.
Yeah, that tracks honestly.
Which Nico will kind of let you know. He'll look up and he'll be like, Boober is old war buddy. We net run in the Soviet Union all the time.
Is the Soviet Union still a thing right now?
It is. The Soviet Union
Oh,
did not fall in this universe, so it's
interesting.
the USSR more than Russia, I should say.
Mm.
Bucky Boober will let you know. Well, him and Nico exchange pleasantries. He'll ask Nico why he's there. Nico will ask him why he's there. Bucky is here for the server as well, but it seems for a different purpose.
Oh.
Seems like you guys are there to erase data off of it. He's in there to investigate the data that's there in the first place. He has a client that wishes to remain unnamed, but he is investigating the ping itself and who might be running off of it.
Aren't you guys interested in that same? Aren't we interested in that same information?
It's Huddle. So we were paid to wipe
Slack
it.
huddle.
Yeah. Do we start this conversation with this group to delete it before they can get to it? Do we let them get a copy and then delete it? And just, these guys were here. It's not like we what's what I'm looking for? It's plausible deniability that they could have gotten in before we got here, copied the data, and then, bailed. But I'm also low-key interested in who was accessing that ping, because I feel like it's tied to Dallas. So,
I guess a character. Are we doing this on comms silently? I guess whatever. Be like, yeah, here's the deal. I was programmed to blindly follow orders, and then I reprogrammed myself to question all that bullshit. And I'm not deleting anything before I find out what it is, because it could be useful to me. That's it. It might be important that we kill the security cameras if we want plausible deniability, so at least nobody can verify or otherwise not who got where first.
Yeah, have I been able to hack into those? Did I get there?
Not yet,
Okay.
Maybe it's that.
but there's still the one access point you haven't checked yet.
Yeah.
yeah, I rolled an 18 on that perception check, but I don't know how that's still applicable right now.
I think it would be smart. Crave's got a good idea. Let's
Right.
get those cameras down before we move forward.
I also agree with his, combing through it and seeing what's there before, taking care of it. And if we get a copy, the Beaver gets a copy.
Worst case scenario is something crazy, incriminating, or it should be deleted, and I'll put a bullet in somebody's head.
Did you put the bullet in the beaver's head?
Let's say, I don't know if I can kill a beaver.
I can't kill a beaver. It's an animal. That guy over there, though, he could die.
Oh, right now, yeah, without hesitation.
I was about to say, did we? Because I had to run to the bathroom. He's a sleazebag, right? That's the vibe Xena got. Is he's a sleazebag?
He's pretty creepy, yeah.
Perfect. Like,
I think he's just a dork, man. I don't even think he's a sleazebag. And honestly,
He's
okay,
the
real
worst.
talk. I only partially want him to die because I want us, like, pre-campaign and current campaign to have killed Dracula wannabe nerd. a Doc Ock clown wannabe nerd, and now Johnny Bravo Elvis. I want to start ticking them off the bingo card, man.
Got to. While you guys are upstairs, Adam will actually kind of like slink over to Bakaneko real quick and be like, I don't believe I caught your name, pretty lady.
It's Bakaneko. I mean, you know, I don't know why you needed to know, but
Is that short for something?
it's short for mind your business.
It's long for yeah.
So-
Keep...
He'll be like, all right, point taken, point taken, point taken. And he'll kind of go over to the medical crates to kind of dig through it with the boys.
Now, he wanted Biotechnica stuff, right? Our guy, Hetsukage?
Oh, yes, he was. Yes, he did say that.
So I didn't understand. Is it biotech, like the kind of thing, or is he looking for Biotechnica, the company specific?
Just biotech, not Biotechnica specifically, no.
I see. Well, this stuff seems
I mean,
like
it probably
it'd
is,
be that vein,
is Biotechnica, but whatever.
They're pilfering through that. I'll shout down from the rafters and say, it sounded like you guys had a conversation. Leave some of that for me.
Well, I think he wants something specific.
I don't care if there's biotech in there. I'm also interested in what he doesn't want.
I got you. Yeah. In fact, I'll comms into let's say Kage. What I know you are all working from the shadows, but if you tell us what you want, we can try to get hands on it before they do. But or you can come down and dibs it yourself.
Said he's looking for. He'll let you know that he's looking for a black metallic crate, and there's an acronym that says Oracle on the side.
Oracle.
The IT worker in me shudders.
Oracle. Wait a minute. I don't know if Mateo knows this. Wasn't something that Dallas came out of related to Oracle?
I think Cynosure
We've-
and Oracle are like the two super big black op things.
No, you found. You woke up in a Cynosure facility for Project Axolotl.
Axolotl. I thought we
Axolotl.
had
Maybe
heard
that's what I'm
Oracle,
thinking of.
But I thought we had heard Oracle before.
You have, maybe specifically. Maybe Dallas has.
Okay, so
But-
maybe that's why I'm gonna go read some stuff then. I'm not gonna say it because that sounds like something that Dallas got after he was rezzed.
But with an 18 perception, Mateo,
Yeah.
the crates that they're going through are different. Are like these white ones with some biohazard logos on the side. But there's a couple that are stacked on top of something that look like black crates. And there's one that's next to it without any white crates on it that appears to be open just ever so slightly.
I'll go try to get visual on that and send Hetsukage an image like this your shit.
It's like, that looks promising.
Crack it open.
Go and see if you can get some intel on it. Get some hands on it before I get there.
Yeah, Mateo will come over and try to pop it open, see what's inside.
You got to try to open it, and it appears to already have been opened.
By the goons or by somebody else?
It seems like it was already open when you guys got here.
I'll check it and then I'll go
seems
on to
there's
the
a-
ones that are buried.
There's a couple of hoses, a couple tubes. What appears to be some kind of like life support system.
Is there some mysterious, familiar white liquid?
No.
Okay.
There's like some padding, some bedding, almost like a casket.
Mateo will relay that and then start moving the crates off to get to the other two boxes that are still covered.
Okay, if you check the other two boxes, you'll find that they're biometrically locked, and you can't get them open.
I'll ping Hetsukage. We can take the whole thing using some of these mech suits if you, unless you have some way to get into them here.
You look over and Tetsukage is already next to the box. Kind of going through it. He pulls an interface plug from his wrist and kind of connects it to it. Seems to be going through files and stuff like that before ripping the plug back out and being like, he seems frustrated, but he doesn't let you guys know that. He'd be like, just keep looking, see if you find anything strange or out of the ordinary. And he goes back off again.
We still haven't laid eyes on what we're actually here for. So I say we keep looking for that, yeah?
Still trying to find the server room.
Xena's gonna be checking these rooms for the server. If our girl
Yep.
Bakaneko
Oh.
hasn't gotten to that other Kajigger yet. You know.
You know what?
Which one are you checking first? Before you
she'll-
say that, Mateo.
She'll go in order. You know, like.
All right.
she'll skip.
I was so
I'm directly over her shoulder, by the
I
way.
was about to say, cover me.
Did Bussy leave the garage door open?
No, he closed it.
Oh, damn. I was gonna say I'll drive Joan in. We can load it directly in the car, and then we save the shifts the trip, and it's just, a little easier on our backs.
Well, if you want to be doing that while they're checking out the rooms, you can probably coordinate with them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. If he's gonna want to take this whole fucking crate, that's gonna be tricky. There are cargo trucks in here, though.
He also said there's one of those mech suits down there.
Well, yeah, but the mech suit couldn't, I don't think it could, take something across town, for example. But this truck right above us, if we could load it onto that.
I see.
That wouldn't be hard.
You
Just
mean
give-
like
Truck.
giving
leave
your
it from
like
here, got
given
it.
your land vehicle skill, that wouldn't be too hard.
I like my truck.
I'm just thinking, if he wants those, I'm picturing the crates as fairly, 3x3, pretty decent size. Like 2 of those, and everybody we have with us is going to be hard to get in Joan and transport. Plus the server if we take the whole thing or whatever. And whatever other booty. Plus, this way you can take more medical shit, no?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I think Mateo will work on either clearing off, if the cargo on it doesn't seem to be valuable, clearing that off and start, putting the shit that we're dibsing on.
As Mateo is clearing off the flatbed of a truck, Xena, you open this door and find that this appears to be some kind of security lab.
Servers.
Not in here. There's a lot of computers, but you don't see any servers in this room.
My girl Bakaneko working her way to another access point. She'll get on comms. So, Bakaneko, there's a room up here that you might want to take a look at when you get done with what you're doing. Lots of computers, no servers.
All right. As soon as I get these camera bitches taken care of. Where did you say this server point I'm going towards is?
Bottom
See if
right.
I'm bottom right,
Yeah.
down. Okay. Make my way downtown.
There seems to be a bunch of computers in this room here.
Okay, so yeah, I can't hop up there after I'm done.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm looking for that port.
All right, you find the port. It's in
Yeah.
this room. The one that I told you. It's in this room.
Oh, the computer room? That they're looking at?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
computer part that you're looking for, yeah, it's in the computer.
Okay, well, I thought I was looking for something in a totally different room.
No, baby. All right, give me an interface check.
Alright, let's see what I can do. Hopefully something better. Never. There we go. An 11, wow.
Not quite finding. Not quite.
Shit. Not enough to use my luck points on. I've got 3. I guess a 14 wouldn't either. If I use those, can I know?
13 wouldn't do it, no.
Boo.
14 wouldn't do it, I mean.
Boo.
Let's see here. Actually, you can use your net action to backdoor past it, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. I do have. Okay.
I forget about your net actions.
Yeah, no, I'm still learning those. Yeah, so let me try that.
All right, getting past those, you'll find a control node for the security cameras, which you'll have to
Wait.
do another interface roll to get back into.
Alright, I guess I can try those again. Let's see.
Another interface roll.
I know, I was just looking to see if I had anything else. It's like there's so much shit. Okay. Wow, I rolled a 1 on that.
Nah, you're having problems.
I'm gonna complain to Nico over the comms. I've learned a few Russian curse words.
It'd be like, my god. He's like, I'm not always going to be here to help you, Buck and Nico. Since you have the help of another netrunner, I'm going to let you roll again.
Alright, yay. 14.
14 does it. Good job.
Yay!
You get into the security systems. With consistent with what you found with the time punches, there hasn't been a whole lot of activity, except for a couple automated loaders moving on their own every now and then for the past 6 months.
Alright.
Within the last 12 hours or so, while everything was dark, you did notice in the area that everyone is, where all the biotechnical equipment is, in this area down here, you did notice that there was a small bright light coming from a crate that opened up.
Okay.
It's dark and you can't make out much, but you did see there was a small figure that hopped out of the crate and then ran off into the darkness.
Huh. I'm gonna, relay that information that we might not be alone.
That's gross. That gives me.
But other than that, you don't see a lot of movement. There's not a lot of bodies. Not a lot of traffic.
I'm getting damn curious. I think Mateo is gonna he's got one of these fucking mech suits that he's using to put whatever shit we're dibsing onto the flatbed. And I think he's gonna look at that crate, like one of those black crates, and look down at this fucking suit and wonder if he can rip it off the lid with the fucking mech suit. He'll ping Hetsukage to see if that's gonna ruin what's inside for him, but I'm hella curious. Dramatic music shift.
He'd be like, hey, it probably wouldn't be good for whatever's in there.
Well, I'll put them on the truck and we can figure it out later. I'll throw them on the back.
Very well. You can get 1 or 2 on there.
Is it listed fragile or this side up?
It seems pretty durable.
If it doesn't have a this side up, he's gonna put it upside down to where the crate is keeping it sealed.
You hear something shift weight inside of it, but nothing too concerning sounding.
Casual Amazon delivery driver experience right there.
Yeah. Just thinking if I put it top up and it opens up and they pop out, boo! But if I put it bottom or if I put it top down, they've got the whole weight of the crate on them. That might make it a little harder for them to do that.
Okay. As Mateo's loading all that stuff up.
Mateo does the robot.
But keep in mind, the more of the crates that you load up, the less other loot you'll be able to load up as well.
Yeah. Right now, I think I've just got some of the medical crap that Crave wants. The 2 Biotechnica crates, or the 2 black boxes that Hetsukage wants. And if we can find it, the server. But I don't think we've laid eyes on it yet.
Okay. The room that Xena's in front of, if she checks that one.
Indeed, she's just going from door to door.
Yeah, bang. Seems like this is the server. You found the server bank.
Ooh.
There's not an access. There's not an access port. It's mostly just access to the actual hardware. But you did find the server bank.
Not an access. Bakaneko? Weird cat dude? Y'all might want to look at this. Cena has no idea what she's looking at.
You should also call a ninja. I think he knows how to do things. I don't know.
TT, did you hear that?
He's already there.
You're right. Bang.
Stop calling him that. He's gonna get mad.
He's like, "What is this you guys are looking at?"
He wasn't filled in on this particular part of the mission. The reason that we're here is that there is a ping to this server, and we want to get a copy of it. But we don't see an access port. Something you might be able to help with, no?
He'll kind of look it over a little bit. Getting a ping from the back of the server, it seems. Might be beneficial for us to check this room.
Xena will clear the room for sure. Let's see anyone in there.
This one you'll find another security room. But this one has a door in the back.
Ooh, a back door.
Ooh. Checking that out, you will find a terminal wired to the back of the server bank.
That's all you, Buck and Echo.
All right, I'm in, Hacker Man.
Shazam. Given that there's nothing too crazy going on to this one, I'll just do another flat interface roll. But it ain't gonna be great. It ain't gonna be easy though.
Damn. Sorry, I was looking for a specific gift that was going through my head. Wow, shit. I'm just done for the night. That was a -4.
A -4.
How? What?
She's
Oh.
rattled after Dallas is gone, I guess.
Dang. Well, you'll be able to. I'll give you another try because Nico's here. Actually,
He's gotta hype me up.
since Bober's here too, and him and Nico are friends, he'll give you another +1 to that.
Oh, I was gonna say I rolled a 16 on that one.
16. 16's good, but no.
Damn. Can I use
Whoa.
my luck points now?
How many you got?
3.
19.
So 19 enough? Can I use that? Should I use that?
19 plus to get to tune. With Bober's help, that does lower it down. I did say it lowers it down, so 19 would be enough.
Okay, there goes my luck points. Alright, I hope y'all don't need
Alright.
anything else from me.
You are doing your job.
Bakaneke, you find a data log of a bunch of activities. Find like a bunch of
activities.
yeah, there's a bunch of activities from the devices and systems within this particular network. A lot of it seems to be automated systems. There's right by the D&D machine, there seems to be like some kind of smaller self-contained unit that's making aerial drones.
Huh.
It seems to be like it got turned on and it's just been left on, so it's just making them.
And
That
that's
seems
drone
really
parade in a
inefficient.
week.
There's a couple low-grade power sources coming from various places. There's a
Are these-
ping. There's a couple pings that you're getting from unknown IPs, unknown sources, but are still kind of pinging off this server bank. That you're getting from something titled Reaper B.
Ooh, whoa, okay.
Doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. But it's the thing that apparently turned on and activated the aerial drones.
So would
And
be
you're
probably
And you're surmising that this is what is activating the automated loaders, stuff like that. Also,
Wait a second.
it also seems that the Reaper B program is also interested in shipments that are marked as ziggurat.
Huh. So can I
Um,
see which ones are the ziggurat shipments?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Download that
Okay.
info.
I'm gonna ask Nico what his friend's name was again.
Bucky Bober.
Uber.
Let me pop that in chat for you.
Okay, I was worried Booper was going to be spelled like B Reaper backwards, and I was like, oh no, it's the fucking
No.
gopher. It's always the gopher.
Fun fact: Boober is Polish for beaver.
I love that.
So
Booper.
he's Bucky Beaver.
Boober. He is Bucky Beaver.
The man himself.
Still never been in a Bucky's.
You would like
He's
it.
the grand-
Actually, no,
he's
you
the-
wouldn't. You'd hate it.
He's the grandson of Bucky, like the Bucky.
But Reaper B is working off. And it seems like it's working off of a lot of and utilizing a lot of Ziggurat softwares. The shipment that it has been working off last, if you guys go down there and investigate the shipping containers, they're for a model of internal agents
Oh.
that was labeled from Ziggurat.
Oh no.
Like, you know, like some people have their agents on the outside like these, but some people have them implanted internally, kind of like the cyberdecks.
Uh-oh. So what do we do? Can we take one of those? I don't know that we need to take the whole crate, but if we can take a couple to be inspected. Bakinego, can you figure out where the other shipments went? I don't know if that's helpful.
So, did you just say that there's information related to Ziggurat in here, and also it seems to have something to do with internal decks
Internal
and control
agents,
systems?
like our phones. Like some
Yeah.
people have them internal.
Cool. I like that. All right.
It's a step above the smart glasses kind of thing.
I feel like the drone production is also a little suspicious, so I think we should try to grab some of those. Maybe halt that
Yeah.
process too.
Yeah,
Like-
is there a way I can pause this thing?
Oh yeah. I mean, you're in the server bank. You're at the control center.
Okay, yeah, I'd pause all current pending activities.
Can you block that ping? Block that port in the firewall.
Yeah, throw up a little firewall.
I cast firewall.
Oh, man.
She sets
Actually-
up a Lambda function that just continuously closes all the ports on the firewall. Every 30 seconds, it checks the firewall and just turns them all off. And then Amazon charges her 37 cents per run.
That sounds personal.
I mean, that's how cloud stuff works.
I start jotting things down. I'm like, it's sudo rm-rf. Yeah, I think that'll do it.
I told you to protect the root.
Too bad. No preserve root. It's all going down now. Anyway,
All right. What are y'all doing with the server?
Do you want
Bakaneko,
me
you
to make
you shut
copies?
down you shut down the drones.
And security and shit, I assume, is all.
Yeah. You can
Did
shut down the
every-
cameras and all that.
Yeah.
Erase
Are
the
you-
security cameras.
are you somehow relaying this? I assume you're relaying this to us.
We're out
I
mostly
would think
dead.
I would relay it, you know, to
Like,
whoever's
can you
nearby.
drill into that Ziggurat bit specifically? Like, can you see anything about where the shipments went?
I would look for that information. If it's on there.
Okay. The information you find is the shipment of Ziggurat agents was rerouted here.
Oh. Okay.
Some of them have already been shipped out. Some of them have not been. The shipments are pretty standard distribution centers to go out to retail stores and to different various dealers.
Okay.
Hmm.
It seems that some of them have already gone out, but there's still a good amount here.
We've been paid to erase the data on this?
Off the server, yeah.
That's not sus at all.
And the beaver wanted it, right?
Can you make a copy?
Beaver's
I'd
here.
say-
The Beaver's here to check out the source of the pings.
Okay.
Which at the revelation of Reaper B, he's a little focused.
Oh, he's
Does
up
he-
here.
it's-
Dang it.
He's up there with Nico, yeah.
Yeah, he was helping her.
Okay.
I think you should make a copy of
Yeah.
everything you can find for us to read. I guess we're gonna do what we're being paid to do, but it's sort of sus they want it gone. They don't want to know what's up. They want it gone. Sus.
They don't want Ziggurat to be incriminated. And this guy seems to be using a lot of Ziggurat software, so he obviously is familiar with the company. The drone thing, I can't shake. I don't know if that's a red herring. Is there a way for the drones to fly out of that room? Like, is there an open window or like a missing ceiling tile or something where they can escape?
Well, there are the 2 garage doors at both ends of the building.
'Cause
But
if
those
it's
were
got-
closed when we got here, yeah?
But if it's
Yeah, they're
got
closed when you got
access-
here, yeah.
If it's got access, Reaper has access to this node. He can raise and lower. Like if it can
Oh, that's a very
activate
good point.
stuff, it can probably open the doors for the stuff to get out.
The fact that there's a drone parade next week, this thing has been left for some reason producing drones, and that Reaper has access to this place and these drones, all of this is just, red flag after red flag. Shutting it down's good, but if this thing was just continuously running, there'd be a pile of drones here, right? Like, there wouldn't be any order to it, it would just build up. And the fact that there's not tells me that they've been activated and relocated.
At least relocated.
This is just my suggestion, but I think Buck and Neko should make a copy of all the data we can find. You
Yep.
should block any connections you can, like essentially turn it into an isolated environment. Turn off all avenues of connection that that it could potentially have, and then delete the data so we get paid for what we want to do. That would be my.
I mean,
suggestion.
yeah. Seems right.
Hell, you might could even actually, instead of my second thing, download the data, erase the data, unplug the motherfucker, or let Xena bust it up.
I kind of feel that.
I mean, that sounds like a plan to me.
What are we thinking?
I'm thinking Arby's.
Stop.
Shut the
I'm
fuck up.
hungry. Yeah, I'm hungry. Stop. So it sounds like
Arby's gave us money.
if I got sponsored by Arby's, I'd shoot a brick, and I'd have a roast beef. Every
Wendy's,
know,
give us free stuff.
Arby's does weird shit like that, so it's not outside the realm of possibility.
Do we get the narrator?
Hey,
Well,
man,
I'll ruin our chances.
The meat, all right. That's all I'm saying.
You're
I'm
saying
just-
if we get sponsored by Arby's, you'll shit a brick. If you eat Arby's, you'll shit a brick. So I'm just gonna try to shoot your chances of
Hey,
sponsorship
hey,
in the
hey,
foot.
No, stop. Arby's is the best. Hey, listen, I'm on a very specific diet right now, okay? We're trying to do like this weird high fiber, like calorie management thing. And Arby's actually has reasonable
Beets?
menu items. If you want high fiber, that is not incredibly high in calories. Believe it or not, I'm just saying.
I
He
need
was
your
paid
like
by
fast
Arby's
food
to say
breakdown.
this.
You've done little
Alright, Buck,
Listen,
Buck and Eka,
I've had-
you got copies
had
of
fast
the
food.
files, right?
Sorry.
Yeah,
You're good. So we got copies of the files,
right.
and are we busting up the server?
Either that or I could leave a virus on it. I mean, whoever wants to be violent.
Wait, could you leave something on here to where when he tried to access it, you could track him?
I would think so.
Oh, you could, yeah. It would take you
If
an
we can-
hour to install a virus, though.
Okay.
So it's a process.
I mean, I'm only halfway done with the truck, so I mean, we got time.
We got time.
Place more
Mateo's loading up the DDR onto the fucking truck.
We're taking it. We need to take the
This is-
DDR back to the Black
The
Mass.
mass. Yeah, I mean,
Mass
it
is
just
gonna become
it's perfect.
one of those like bar arcades. That's what's gonna happen.
like a David Buster's.
Yeah.
My God.
So, Xena will tell Crava, will you keep an eye on her, please, for a minute? I'm gonna go help that one down there load the truck. Seems like we're about here what we came for.
I wanted to open these other 2 rooms real quick, but yeah, I'll do that. It's fine.
I think I'll open the rooms. We've got numbers up there.
I got you back.
Open the rooms.
Yeah, right.
Adam Smasher comes out and he smashes.
Yeah.
Adam
this first
Smash.
This first room that you guys are gonna open up seems to be an office.
Cool.
Whoever was in charge.
Hate them.
Yeah, just computer desk. Couple of ornamental bookshelves. Nothing too fancy.
Okay. I'm nervous now. I shouldn't have made this choice.
It's okay, I got you. We'll
Second room seems
Wait, we
to.
had no.
Second room is a private bathroom. There is a door in the back that you're assuming is a toilet.
Anybody got to go before we leave? This is the one.
Executive
uh,
washroom.
I mean, part of me wants to say check that fucking door.
That I assume is a toilet. It's a blacked off
Yeah.
area in the back. Oh
Yeah.
man, I'm going in.
I got you. Xeno
What's
took
that?
out a scrim
leave
stick.
leave a double decker, you know. Upper
gotta
decker,
open
that's what it's called.
You gotta open the door, and the handle stops. This door is
Oh.
locked from the inside.
Someone's still taking a shit.
Oh no.
I mean, I did say, right? I told y'all there might be company here somewhere.
Hmm.
Saw something on
true.
one of like the recent cams.
I
Let me
don't
take
think
a-
I can.
Let me take a crack at that there, Crave. Can I knock the door handle off? Can I just break it off? Take my scrim stick and just go straight down through it.
Give me an
Whoa,
athletic.
time out. Before you do that, should we try to pick the lock?
You can also do that.
If you break it, there's no chance to try again. You might as well let me go for it.
Fine. Alright. Xena stands there like
Okay.
swinging the scrim stick.
Xena's
it's-
desperate to beat something. I feel it.
I only,
it's a
I only
bathroom
rolled
door.
a,
I
only rolled
imagine
a
it's one of
12.
those. Well, 12. 12's not. I mean, you wouldn't need a very high. I was about to say. It's a bathroom door. It's probably one of those ones you can open with a quarter if you had to.
I'm gonna lie to Xena and be like, I don't know. It was really hard. I think you should probably hit.
12 does it. As the door creeps open,
Oh God.
behind the door. Sorry, I didn't have the cruise.
Dallas.
That'd be all. That was,
It's a
that was
toilet.
funny, actually. You see a small blonde woman in a hospital gown.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
She sees
Oh,
you,
No.
shrieks, and tries to dart past you.
I'll grab her if I can.
Give me athletics.
Athletics.
Or
brawling.
brawling. We'll count it as a grapple.
That is how you grapple. Do you want brawling or athletics? I'll do either one.
Give me brawling.
Okay, 1 second. So that's like a roll and attack.
Yes,
21.
21. She actually got a 25 right there.
Shit.
I'm giving her a +6 as her number. She slithers past you. You grab her wrist, but her hand slips through your grasp.
Heads up,
She takes down the hall.
Johnny. I'm just picturing him like linebacker tackling her.
Whoa, Primo.
Whoa! Yeah, she stops, kind of frantically looks back and forth before slinking into the corner of the hallway
Hey, hang on.
and
hang on. Whoa.
and kind of sobbing to herself.
Oh, hang on.
Mateo he's going to try to get between her and the garage door, not necessarily approach her, but he's just got the mech suit and is trying to block off this point of exit.
I see her start to sob, and I reholster the shotgun that I had already pointed her direction quietly.
I ain't putting this grandma stick away. What's going on there? Hey, you all right?
She looks at you and not quite sure what to think. Give me a persuasion roll, maybe, or
Oh, I rolled a 10.
Give me a
22.
or give me a flat empathy check.
Ooh, that might be better. Is that? Oh, I can roll that as a stat. Oh, I rolled.
Yeah, you go to your
one.
stats and skills and just click the number.
I rolled a 1 for -3.
Oh God!
That's rolling like Dallas for empathy. Good job.
Right.
Wait, what was the first one? Take that one.
First one's a 23.
Yeah, right. She'll kind of look at you. And she's like, I think you're not here to hurt me, are you?
It kind of depends on how you act there for the next couple of minutes, miss. Will you sit down for me?
She's already been sitting down, yeah.
Okay, good. I don't think we're here to hurt you. Can you tell me how you got here?
She said, the last thing I remember, or the first thing I remember, is waking up inside that crate. I was inside this dark warehouse.
She's gonna try to be
Sh-
quiet
so-
about it. She's gonna go to comms and be like, Mateo, you might have live cargo on that truck, just so you're aware.
I kind of thought it might be, yeah. I mean, it looked like something was living in it, yeah.
Let's see.
She'll let you know that nobody has been in here the entire time she has, but she still heard movements and activity.
Mechanical
Robot?
movement and activity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, don't remember the. Oh man, so she could be. Oh god.
I'm gonna hit the comm really quick. I don't know if I should know this. I'm gonna know this. Can I hear this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine you guys are on like an open network kind of thing.
Say, you should ask how long she's been in there, because if there's been limited activity for 6 months, that's not a normal person.
Well, something let her out recently, right? The film we saw of her coming out of the crate was pretty recent. Right?
Yeah, it was
I
like
guess
12
how
hours.
recent
It was
was
like
that?
12 hours.
Okay. For some reason, in my mind, it was like 6 months ago. That makes a lot more sense.
I am
Well,
worried.
the last
something
employee
like
to clock in
else.
was 6 months ago.
Yeah, I am also.
That was the last
worried she's
official
not-
activity.
Not human. I don't know that I want to mention that to her. I also don't want to necessarily tell her we're gonna let her leave. We could just let her go.
Without knowing who she is.
I'm gonna tap into Hetsukage and be like, this was the cargo you are interested in. Do you have any insight on this?
He'll kind of chime in and be like, Lord Aki and myself were after Oracle because it had potential for some of our other operations, but this isn't what we expected.
You have a name?
She'll kind of look up at you. She'll be like, I don't know.
Great.
She'll kind of like rack her brain a little bit, and she can't really remember anything before the warehouse.
Now I have to decide if Xena's a good person or